What's up, it's Adam. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. Today I'm going to be reviewing Scream 6. It came out a couple months ago, but it is now on Paramount Plus, I believe, so I watched it on that, so I am a couple months late. It came out about a month and a half ago. But overall, it was a good movie. I do wish I saw it in theaters, but I'm glad that it came on streaming pretty quickly and that I was able to see it. But I thought it was a pretty good movie. So over on IMDb, it gave it a 6.7. We see some of the same cast from Scream 5 return. So Melissa Barrera, Jenny Ortega, and there's a couple other the twins. I don't remember their names in the movie. And also we have some legacy characters like Courtney Cox and Hayden Panettiere as well, which I thought was a good addition to it. So this one kind of starts out a little bit different. We're not in Woodsboro anymore, so we go over to New York. And Scream always starts the same. There's a phone call. Do you like scary movies? And there is a killing. So this happens where a female film teacher got a phone call in a bar. She gets taken down an alleyway and stabbed. And from there, something else different kind of happens. The killer takes off his mask. At this point, I was kind of thinking that maybe we were just going to know who the Scream killer was from the beginning, and the rest of the time it was just going to be us seeing the characters find it out. But it was not. He went back to his apartment, and then he ended up being killed as well, which kind of started off a whodunit. After the killings, they're all in college now, and Mindy goes through the rules, just like the rest of the Scream movies. Now that it's like a requel or something, even it's got to be bloody or it's got to be more violent, and even the legacy characters are not safe, which brings a little bit of added intensity, just intense to it and anxiety to it, because you're like, I wonder who's going to be the next that dies. We have that scary moment with Gail Weathers where we think she's going to die, and same with one of the core four as well. So, and just to let you know, spoilers ahead, but at the end of the movie we find out that it is actually a family. So it's the family of the guy that Melissa Barrera's killed at the end, her boyfriend. It was her family, the dad who was the cop, the boy who was in that friend group, and also the sister as well, which was their roommate while they were in college. So I actually like this twist, how the family's coming back, and they had this shrine of all the Scream, and they were really big into it. Or the cop's son, who Melissa Barrera's boyfriend in the last movie, was kind of big with the Scream. So they had this shrine for him, and that's where they took him at the end of the movie and had that big reveal of who it was. And honestly, I had a little bit of suspicion about the cop. I thought when he first came in, I'm like, he's definitely in on it. So I was kind of zeroing in on him. The other boy, Ethan, who they also was the guy's brother and also another, the son of the cop. I don't know, I thought he was a little too obvious, so honestly I didn't think he was part of it. I was kind of hoping he was good. I was wrong. And then the girl roommate, I thought she was dead at the end, so I definitely did not call that one. So things I did like about the movie, I thought that this movie had some pretty good scenes that I thought were pretty intense. The fighting scenes in it. So when Ghostface comes into the apartment and they have to go across on the ladder, I thought that scene was pretty good. It was kind of weird though at one point when he was like shaking the ladder. It felt kind of weird. But overall, I like that. And there are other good scenes as well. I think one of my favorite scenes was the subway scene where they're going down and the subway lights are going in and out, and there's a lot of different Ghostface in the subway, and you're not sure if the Ghostface is really there or not, or if he is, which one is really the Ghostface. I thought that scene was done up pretty well, as well as the Gail Weathers scenes. So Gail Weathers gets a phone call in her apartment. Her boyfriend gets killed, and then Ghostface comes after her. And at this point, she's about to die, but Jenny Ortega and Melissa Barrera come and save her. And then another scene I liked was the gas station scene where Ghostface was literally just taking everybody out. I thought that was a fun scene to watch as well. And another thing I kind of liked how they explored was Melissa Barrera's character, kind of showing her darker side. So she is the son of Billy Loomis, who was from the very first Scream movies, and she keeps having these visions of him talking to her. And at the end, she actually wears the Ghostface like cloak and the mask as well, and we see her going to town on the cop and killing him. So we kind of see that, like, is she going to turn into the Ghostface? If they keep bringing out movies, maybe she might turn bad. At the ending, she looks at the Ghostface mask and drops it, but we do see that little darker side of her as well, which I enjoyed. Dislikes on the movie, honestly, I didn't have any dislikes I pinpointed throughout the movie. It wasn't as good as the first ones, but it definitely wasn't the worst of the Scream. It's probably around the middle. But overall, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, probably 4 out of 5 stars as well. Rewatchability, I would give it a medium. I probably won't watch it again anytime soon, but in the next year or two, I'll probably give it another rewatch. and probably every couple years, every maybe 5 years, it'll be good for a good rewatch. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie. Do you think this one is as good as any of the other ones? Do you think they're going to keep going? And as always, leave that subscribe at the bottom. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Peace.